Bang, whose real name is Bae Jun-sik, joined SK Telecom T1S in October 2013. After competing with Najin Whiteshield and Zenix Blast, he became the starting AD carry once SKT's two rosters merged in late 2014, remaining with T1 through November 19, 2018, a tenure of just over 5 years. During this period, Bang won multiple LCK titles, including the spring and summer splits of 2015, 2016, 2017, 2019, 2020, 2022, and 2023. He and the team finished second at the Mid-Season Invitational 2015, won the World Championship in 2015 and 2016, and competed in international tournaments such as All-Star and Rift Rivals events. Bang left T1 in November 2018 after appearing in 29 tournaments and earning over $900,000 in prize money. Following his departure, he joined 100 Thieves, November 2018 to November 2019, Evil Geniuses, November 2019 to November 2020, and A Freak of Freaks, November 2020 to November 2021, but did not win additional major championships. He officially retired from professional play in May 2023 after a military service break and a final competitive season with Africa. In early 2022, he began streaming under the T1 banner, eventually rejoining T1 as a streamer in February 2025. As of 2025, Bang is focused on streaming and content creation with T1 and remains retired from competitive play. Wolf, whose real name is Lee Jae-won, joined SK Telecom T1 in October 2013 as the team's support player on SKT T1S. Before that, he had played support for Najin Shield between December 2012 and May 2013, and spent a short period at Chunam Techno University in early 2013. He remained with the organization following the merger of SKT T1S and K into a single roster, playing support for SKT T1 until November 19th. During his time with SKT, Wolf appeared at almost every major tournament between 2015 and 2017. His achievements include winning the LCK Spring and Summer splits in 2015, 2016, and 2017, winning the World Championship in both 2015 and 2016, and winning the Mid-Season Invitational in 2016 and 2017. He also helped SKT reach the final of Worlds 2017, where they placed second. Wolf left SKT in November 2018 and signed with Supermassive Esports in Turkey that December, where he competed through the 2019 season. On November 29, 2019, he announced his retirement from professional play, citing mental health struggles. In April 2020, he returned to SKT T1 as a content creator and streamer, and as of 2025, he remains retired from competition and active within the organization in this role. Tom, whose real name is Im Jae-hyun, joined SK Telecom T1 in February 2015 as a substitute jungler for the newly unified SKT T1 roster. Prior to his signing, he had gained attention in Korean solo queue for his strong play on champions like Udyr, but had no formal team experience. He made his competitive debut during Spenu Champions Spring 2015, playing in Week 9 against Incredible Miracle and helping secure a 2-0 victory. Tom also started in the LCK Spring 2015 finals, where SKT swept GE Tigers 3-0 to win the title. Despite his role in that victory, he did not attend the mid-season invitational that followed, as SKT only brought Easy Hoon as a substitute. T0M remained on the roster through the summer 2015 season, though he did not see on-stage play during the playoffs or at the 2015 World Championship, where SKT claimed the title. He continued with the team into the Kespa Cup 2015, but was not fielded in that tournament either. T0M departed from SKT in November 2016 and joined Xiaogu Reapers in January 2016, later moving to Snake Esports in February of the same year. He did not play any official matches for either team. After over a year away from active competition, he officially announced his retirement from professional League of Legends on November 1st, 2017. As of 2025, Tom Im Jae-hyun remains retired and is not publicly active in the esports scene. Scout, whose real name is Lee Ye-chan, joined SK Telecom T1 in May 2015 as a trainee and substitute mid laner. Before joining, he was a rising talent in the Korean solo queue ladder, recognized for his mechanical prowess but with no prior experience on major professional teams. At SKT, Scout was brought in as part of the organization's long-term development strategy, where he trained alongside the team's established mid laners, Faker and Easy Hoon. During his time with SKT, Scout remained in a substitute role and was not part of the active roster for most domestic or international tournaments. However, he did make a single official on-stage appearance at the 2015 Kespa Cup, where he played in the semifinals against Ever. SKT was eliminated from the tournament after that series, marking Scout's only competitive match for the organization. He was not included in the lineup submitted for the 2015 World Championship or the 2016 LCK Spring Split. Scout officially left SK Telecom T1 on March 23, 2016, ending a 10-month tenure. Shortly after, he joined Edward Gaming in the Chinese LPL, where he became the team's starting mid laner. Over the next several years, Scout solidified himself as one of the region's best players, winning multiple LPL titles and leading EDG to victory at the 2021 World Championship. In that tournament, he was named Finals MVP after a commanding performance in the 3-2 win over Damwon Kia. After the 2022 season, Scout left EDG and signed with LNG Esports for 2023. Following one season with LNG, he transferred to JD Gaming in December 2024. As of 2025, Scout remains active as JDG's starting mid laner and continues to be one of the most respected veterans in the LPL. Peekaboo, whose real name is Lee Jongbeom, is a former professional League of Legends support player who joined SK Telecom T1S on October 10, 2014. Before joining SKT, he competed with teams like Zenix Storm and Zenix Blast, where he built a reputation for strong mechanics and game sense despite limited exposure in major tournaments. His potential as an up-and-coming support earned him a place on SKT's roster heading into the 2015 season. Following the merger of SKT T1K and SKT T1S in late 2014, Peekaboo was placed on the unified main roster as a substitute support. During the 2015 LCK Spring Split, he shared starting duties with Wolf in the early weeks of the season. While he showed promise on stage, wrist issues affected his availability and limited his playtime as the season progressed. He did not play in the playoff matches or international events, but remained a listed member of the team when SKT won the LCK Spring Split title on April 25, 2015, with a 3-0 victory over GE Tigers in the finals. Peekaboo officially left SK Telecom T1 on May 18, 2015, after a 5-month stint with the organization. He later joined KT Rolster on June 16, 2015, where he played during the summer split. KT reached the finals and qualified for the 2015 World Championship, although Peekaboo did not play on stage at Worlds. He remained with KT through the 2016 season before announcing his retirement in December 2016. As of 2025, Lee Peekaboo Jongbeom is retired from professional League of Legends and is not publicly active in the esports industry as a coach, manager, or streamer. Blank real name Kong Soon-gu joined SK Telecom T1 on November 30, 2015, as a jungler ahead of the 2016 competitive season. Prior to joining SKT, he was known under the ID Wong and played briefly with Starhorn Royal Club in China during the 2015 season. While he did not earn notable results during that stint, his strong Korean solo queue performances earned him a spot on SKT's main roster. At SKT, Blank was initially signed as a substitute but quickly began sharing jungle duties with Bengai throughout 2016. During the LCK Spring Split that year, SKT finished third in the regular season and went on to win the playoffs on April 23rd by defeating ROX Tigers 3-1 in the finals. Later that year, Blank played a key role at the 2016 Mid-Season Invitational, where SKT bounced back from a rough group stage to win the tournament with a clean 3-0 sweep over Counter Logic Gaming in the finals on May 15th. In the 2016 summer split, Blank was used more frequently as SKT rotated between him and Bengi throughout the regular season and playoffs. Though SKT finished third domestically, they qualified for Worlds as Korea's second seed. During the 2016 World Championship, Blank played a number of games throughout the tournament and was part of the roster that defeated Samsung Galaxy 3-2 in the finals on October 29th, securing SKT's third world title and his first. In 2017, Blank remained a central part of the team's rotation. He helped SKT win the LCK Spring Split again on April 22nd, beating KT Rolster 3-0 in the finals. At the 2017 Mid-Season Invitational, SKT took home another title, defeating G2 Esports 3-1 in the Grand Finals on May 21st. During the 2017 Summer Split, Blank shared time with new jungler Peanut. As SKT's form declined, the team placed fourth in the regular season and was defeated 3-1 by Longju Gaming in the finals. SKT still qualified for Worlds as Korea's third seed, and Blank appeared in multiple matches during the tournament. SKT reached the finals once again, but were swept 3-0 by Samsung Galaxy on November 4th. The 2018 season proved to be difficult for SKT. Despite major roster overhauls, the team struggled. Blank stayed on the lineup throughout the year. In spring, they finished fourth and were eliminated by Kingzone Dragon X in the playoffs. In summer, SKT failed to qualify for playoffs entirely, ending the split in 7th place. After a disappointing year, Blank left the organization on November 19th, 2018, ending a tenure that lasted just under 3 years. Following his time with SKT, Blank signed with Sengoku Gaming in Japan's LJL and played there through the 2019, 2020, and 2021 seasons. He then joined Detonation Focus Me for the 2022 season, helping them remain competitive domestically. After the end of the 2022 season, Blank quietly retired from professional play. As of 2025, Kang Blank Sungu is no longer active in the competitive League of Legends scene and has not taken on any known roles in coaching or esports management. Duke, whose real name is Lee Ho-seong, joined SK Telecom T1 on December 7, 2015, as the starting top laner for the 2016 season. Before joining SKT, he played under the names Leopard and Duke, with KT Rolster Bullets and Najin EM Fire, where he earned a reputation as one of the LCK's top mechanical solo laners, despite limited team success. At SKT, Duke played as the team's primary top laner for the full 2016 season. His first tournament with the team was IEM Season 10, World Championship, IEM Katowice, which SKT won in March 2016. In the LCK Spring Split that year, SKT finished third in the regular season, but went on to win the playoffs, qualifying for the 2016 Mid-Season Invitational. At MSI, SKT won the title after sweeping Counter Logic Gaming 3-0 in the finals. In the summer split, SKT again finished third, both in the regular season and the playoffs, securing a world's berth through championship points. At the 2016 World Championship, Duke started every game in the top lane as SKT advanced through the tournament, eventually defeating Samsung Galaxy 3-2 in the grand finals on October 29th. It was Duke's first Worlds title, and he played a crucial part in SKT's defensive macro and late-game teamfighting. He left SKT on November 28, 2016, after one of the most successful seasons in team history. Shortly after, he joined Invictus Gaming in China's LPL in December 2016. While he was the starting top laner in 2017, he was gradually replaced by the Shy in 2018. Though he did not play in the 2018 World Championship, he remained on the roster and earned his second Worlds title when IG defeated Fnatic 3-0 in the finals, making him one of the few players to win Worlds with both a Korean and Chinese team. Duke stayed with Invictus Gaming through the end of 2019, but did not play in any matches that year. He later joined Taiyuan Zoo in 2021 for a brief period before officially retiring from professional play. As of 2025, Duke is no longer active in the professional scene. Hooni, whose real name is Heo Seung-hoon, joined SK Telecom T1 on December 1, 2016, ahead of the 2017 competitive season. Before joining SKT, Hooni had gained international recognition as the top laner for Fnatic in 2015, where he reached the semifinals of the World Championship and later played for Immortals in North America during 2016. Known for his aggressive playstyle and carry potential, Hooni was signed as SKT T1's starting top laner. During his time with SKT, Hooni played the entire 2017 season. In the LCK Spring Split, the team finished second in the regular season, but went on to win the playoffs, earning a spot at the 2017 Mid-Season Invitational. At MSI, SKT claimed the championship with a 3-1 victory over G2 Esports in the finals. In the summer split, SKT finished fourth in the regular season and advanced to the finals of the playoffs, where they were defeated by Longzhou Gaming. Despite the loss, the team qualified for the 2017 World Championship as Korea's second seed based on championship points. At Worlds 2017, Hooni played every match in the top lane as SKT progressed to the grand finals. The team survived back-to-back 5-game series against Misfits and Royal Never Give Up in the quarterfinals and semifinals, but ultimately lost 0-3 to Samsung Galaxy in the final, finishing as runners-up. Hooni left SKT on November 30, 2017, after 1 year with the team. He went on to join Echo Fox for the 2018 season, and later played for Clutch Gaming, Dignitas, Evil Geniuses, and TSM in North America. On August 9, 2022, he announced his retirement from professional play due to recurring wrist injuries. As of 2025, Hooni remains retired, remembered as one of the most iconic top laners to compete internationally from Korea. Peanut, real name Han Wang-ho, joined SK Telecom T1 on November 30, 2016, as the team's starting jungler for the upcoming 2017 season. Prior to joining SKT, he had played for Najin EM Fire in 2015 and Rox Tigers in 2016, where he gained international attention for his fast-paced, aggressive jungle style. With Rox, he won the 2016 LCK Summer Split and helped the team reach the semifinals at the World Championship, solidifying himself as one of Korea's top prospects. At SKT, Peanut began the 2017 season as the starting jungler. He played through the LCK Spring Split, where SKT placed first in the regular season and swept KT Rolster 3-0 in the finals. Peanut was named Finals MVP for his standout performance. He continued with the team at the 2017 Mid-Season Invitational, where SKT won the tournament with a 3-1 victory over G2 Esports in the finals. In the summer split, SKT finished fourth in the regular season, but advanced through the playoffs, reaching the final once again, where they lost 1-3 to Longzhou Gaming. Despite the loss, SKT qualified for the 2017 World Championship through accumulated circuit points. At Worlds, Peanut shared jungle duties with fellow teammate Blank throughout the tournament. SKT made it to the grand finals after back-to-back 5-game series against Misfits and Royal Never Give Up, but ultimately fell 0-3 to Samsung Galaxy, finishing as the runners-up. Peanut left SKT T1 on November 21, 2017, after one season with the organization. He later joined Longzhou Gaming, which rebranded to Kingzone Dragon X, for the 2018 season, continued his career with teams such as Gen G, LGD Gaming, Nongshim Red Force, and Hanwha Life Esports. As of 2025, Peanut is still an active professional jungler and currently competes with Hanwha Life Esports in the LCK. Sky, real name Kim Hanul, joined SK Telecom T1 on December 11, 2016, as a substitute mid laner. Before that, he played for CJ Entus during the 2016 LCK season, where he shared mid-lane duties and built up experience in Korea's top league. His time in the LCK, combined with a strong solo queue record, led to his recruitment by SKT as part of their backup talent going into the 2017 season. At SKT, Sky remained behind Faker in the mid-lane role and didn't appear in official matches. Still, he was registered as part of the team throughout a dominant 2017 campaign. He was on the roster during LCK Spring, MSI, LCK Summer, and the World Championship. During that stretch, SKT won the 2017 Spring Split, claimed the MSI title, finished second in Summer, and reached the World's Finals, ultimately falling to Samsung Galaxy. Though he never stepped on stage, Sky remained on the books throughout the season and stayed with the organization into the following years. Sky continued working with SKT T1 beyond 2017, shifting into more of an internal role. In 2023, he was re-registered under the name Sky as an official substitute for MSI 2023, filling Riot's requirement for emergency roster backups. By then, he was more embedded in the team's support infrastructure than in the player rotation. He officially left T1 on November 21, 2023, after nearly 7 years with the organization. The departure came as he began his mandatory military service in South Korea. As of 2025, Kim Sky Hanul is inactive in the professional scene while serving in the military, and no announcements have been made regarding a potential return to league or transition into coaching. Poby, real name Yoon Seong-won, joined the T1 organization in 2021 through its development pipeline, beginning with T1 rookies before progressing to T1 challengers and eventually the main roster. Born in 2006, Poby primarily played mid lane and was recognized early on for his solid laning fundamentals and calm decision-making in academy and challenger-level competition. He gained wider attention in July 2023 when he was promoted to the LCK squad during the summer split, stepping in as the starting mid laner after Faker suffered a wrist injury. Poby played in 18 LCK games during that stretch, experiencing mixed results but earning respect for holding his ground in high-pressure matches. After Faker's return, Poby went back to the T1 Academy setup and continued to compete through 2024 and into early 2025, helping the team reach second place at the LCKCL 2025 kickoff. On December 11, 2023, T1 announced that it had extended Poby's contract, retaining him as a developmental player within the organization. In mid-2025, reports confirmed that European team Fnatic had reached a verbal agreement to sign Poby as their new mid laner, marking his transition to the LEC and ending his multi-year development under the T1 banner. Untara, real name Park Ui-jin, joined SK Telecom T1 on May 24, 2017, as a top laner. Before that, he had already gained LCK experience playing for teams like Najin Black Sword and CJ Entus. During his time with CJ in 2015 and early 2016, he split top lane duties and built a reputation for solid laning and a deep champion pool, though he spent some time out of the spotlight before joining SKT. He arrived at SKT in the middle of the 2017 summer split, brought in to share the top lane with Huni during a turbulent period for the team. Untara debuted that summer and helped SKT finish second in the regular season, though the team lost to Longzhou Gaming in the finals. He didn't play at Worlds 2017, but remained on the roster as SKT reached the grand final, ultimately falling short to Samsung Galaxy. Untara stayed with the team through the 2018 season, this time as the starting top laner for both spring and summer. In spring, SKT placed fourth in the regular season, but were knocked out in the first round of playoffs by Afrika Freaks. The summer split went worse. SKT finished in 7th place and failed to reach playoffs or Worlds, ending one of the roughest years in the organization's history. He left SK Telecom T1 on November 19, 2018, after a stint that lasted just under a year and a half. After leaving SKT, Untara joined 1907 Fenerbahce for the 2019 TCL winter split in Turkey, then returned to Korea to play for APK Prince, the team that would later become Live Sandbox. He played intermittently for lower-tier squads afterward before stepping away from the pro scene. After 2020, Untara transitioned into content creation and has not returned to top-level competition.